For this problem, we need to simplify both sides of our equation. We will first distribute our negative 2. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 5 is 10. On this side of the equation, distribute your 5. 5 times negative 3x is negative 15x. And 5 times 4 is 20. Now we need to isolate our variable on one side. So we're going to move our negative 15x by adding the inverse of that, which is a positive 15x to both sides. So negative 2x plus 15x plus 10, adding it to the left side. If you add it to the left side, you need to add it to the right side, which we'll do right here. And that will make it so these 15x's cancel each other out here, making 0 plus 20, which is 20. Over here, negative 2x plus 15x is 13x plus, we still have our 10 there. Finally, we need to move our 10. The opposite of adding a 10 is adding a negative 10. So we'll add a negative 10 to both sides of the equation. Remember, if you add it to one side, you need to add it to the other side. These cancel, and we have 13x equals 10. Now, since 13 is multiplied by the x, the opposite of that is divide by 13, and x ends up being 10/13. Now let's check our solution of 10/13. Our solution is x equaling positive 10/13. We will replace the x's in all parts of your equation, which we have one here and here, with the 10/13 as we've done there. Now let's simplify and see what we get. We need common denominators here. This 5 has a 1 in the denominator. Common denominator is 13. So we'll multiply top and bottom by 13. That gives us negative 2 times, we have 10/13 minus 65/13. Over here, we need to multiply our negative 3 and our 10/13. That's negative 3 over 1. If you multiply straight across, we're going to have a negative 30 over 13 plus the 4, which is 4 over 1. Common denominator here is 13. So we'll multiply top and bottom by 13, numerator and denominator by the same value. 4 times 13 is 52, and that's going to be over 13. So that's what that side of the equation will change to. Now we'll go and finish off everything in our parentheses. So here on this side, in this grouping symbol or parentheses, the subtraction is the same thing as adding the opposite, which is a negative 65 over 13. 10/13, and a negative 65 over 13 is negative 55 over 13. Denominators are the same, so we just add the numerators. So we have negative 2 times negative 55 over 13 on the left side. Over here, completing our parentheses, negative 30 plus 52, adding our numerators, will give us a numerator of 22. The denominators stay the same, so we still have a 13 there, and we have a 5 out front. We're finally ready to multiply. This is negative 2 over 1, multiplying straight across. Negative 2 times negative 55 is positive 110. 1 times 13 is 13. On this side, 5 times 22 is 110. The denominator stays the same because 1 times 13 is 13.